So in life, I think it's very important to do what you want to do and not to live for other people necessarily and to try and keep them happy. I think it's very important that you have a firm idea of who you really are and what you really want to do in life. And I grew up without that really. I had quite overbearing or very overbearing, frankly, controlling parents. And they were very keen for me to go study A levels, very keen for me to go to university and study a traditional academic subject. Whereas what I wanted to do was study agriculture at 16. I wanted to drop out of A levels and go into agriculture, but they didn't let me do that, or they weren't keen on me doing that. Just out of I think probably this desire for prestige, if you know what I mean. I mean, agriculture is, farming is like it's not a glamorous profession as such, is it exactly? But it's something I love. It's something I've grown up with, and it's something I can't not have in my life. So I hated the facts, and still really resent the fact that I was pushed away from it growing up. And they've got this grass is always greener mentality, I think. And my dad in particular thinks life in the city is somehow better than life in the countryside, or there's more opportunities in the city or something like that. I don't know, but I think his view of it is somewhat warped, a bit out of date, out of touch, really. And I love the countryside. I think it's a great place to be. I don't want to live anywhere else, and I want to do what I love, and I want to do what I think is important, which is farming. And you know, growing up like never having any kind of well, growing up in a farming background and never having anyone with a desire to sort of teach me how to do that is very very alienating and very shit basically. Um, so I wasted a lot of my time in life. I wasted all my student finance as well doing degree subjects that I wasn't really passionate about. Whereas I should have gone to agricultural college when I was 16. I should have studied agriculture. So, and I could have done, and if I'd done those things, I'd have a degree by now. And whose fault is it? It's my parents' fault. That's just the fucking way it is, and they can deny that till the cows come home. No pun intended, but that's the truth. They didn't want me to be a farmer, so I mean, well, they got something else out of it. They got a son who wants to be a stand-up comic, a writer, various other things. In addition to that, and all that stuff is getting in the way of farming, and farming is getting in the way of that stuff. But I can still kick out a poem or two here and there, which is my plan anyway. And probably write novels while working on farms, since I've redrafted novels while working on farms, so there's no reason why I can't write them, I don't think. And, if that happens, that happens. But if it doesn't, like, it can't be a problem, I don't think. Because they want a kid that they can brag about, right? They want a kid that they're going to say something that we've done that's impressive, and it's going to inspire jealousy and envy in other people, and that's what they want. That's what my mum and dad fucking want. It's what they always wanted. So as soon as at 24, I said I'm going to go work on a dairy farm. My dad was like, "You're getting out of his house. Like, I've had enough of you." And it all started to go tits up. And they were disappointed in me for doing it. And my mum said if I dropped out of A levels at 16 like I wanted to, she said she'd be disappointed in me. Like, why? I go to ag college, study agriculture, go to university, study a degree in agriculture. It could lead me anywhere. It could lead me into like cushy government jobs if I wanted that. But it they didn't see it. It could lead me to becoming a professional scientist, an agronomist or whatever, and whatnot. And if I had the choice, going back, yeah, I do regret not doing this. I would study agriculture. I work on farms and go to college and do a degree. I can't do any of that now because I can't afford a degree in agriculture now, thanks to them. and what they want. And, oh, your best subject at school was English. Like, yeah, it doesn't mean I want to study a degree in it though. I don't like English that much. I also loved other subjects at school like geography and biology and physics and chemistry and life sciences and things. And there's so much more to study than just one subject as well, which is why the first degree I had, which was at University College Utrecht, and it was a degree in liberal arts and sciences, that was a really good degree, I thought. That was like a tolerable degree. But no, it's just, I don't know what they fucking wanted me to be. Some prodigious intellectual type or something. I mean, maybe I could manage being a stand-up comic if I really put my everything into it, or a writer. But look at me, I've been cast off by them. I'm in a homeless shelter. How the fuck can I do any of that stuff here? And in fact, I am doing it here also. I've done stand-up since I've been here. I've written a hell of a lot since I've been here. I don't know where it all leads. I don't know also if this writing stand-up comedy stuff, I don't know if it's vain ambition or not. And if it's just, if it's, you know, a vanity pursuit more than anything else to try and get that sort of success that they really want. And it's not something I really want. So I don't know. I'm very confused about it all. I'm 29, I shouldn't be. Don't get me wrong though, I love my life and I'm happy still. But this needn't have happened. This animosity towards the career path that I really always wanted, which is to be a farmer. It's I don't know where the fuck it's come from. On my father's part, I think it's come from some kind of bitterness, some resentment he feels towards the industry itself, in some way shortchanging him. And I don't know how he has been shortchanged by it. He hasn't been. That's the thing. He got a farm out of the deal. He owns his own farm. The mortgage is paid off. It is his land and property. And if you've got your own fucking farm that's your property, like how have you been shortchanged by anyone? And on my mum's part, well, she's from the city. I don't know why she's got an opinion about it at all. And like, I'm not from the city. I am from a farm. So like, I do want to work on a farm. There's like a 90% chance of that happening. You know that. Or really, if you grow up on a farm, there's a 100% chance of you working on a farm at some point. Because you have to when you grow up on a farm. But it's shitty. It's shitty parenting. That's all it is. It's vanity. It's narcissism. It's pushiness. It's selfish parenting. They want something out of their investment. That's the thing. Or they want something to materialize at the end of it, so they'll get lavishly taken care of in their older years and so on. And that's why they fucking do that to people. And my sister was very good at always jumping through hoops. You know, she always got the best grades at school. I hated school. I hated it, but my grades were okay. I got 3 Bs at A level and A's, B's, and C's at GCSE. Nothing stellar ever, but always muddling through it okay-ish. And yeah, like she always got like the best grades, worked incredibly hard, went to Edinburgh, studied Arabic, lives in the city now, works with refugees, earns shit money, and that's her life. That is her life. Whereas I want to go be a herb manager ultimately, and have a 3-bedroom house on a farm, nice salary every year. Yes, working hard, but doing something that I love, which is also an incredibly vital thing for humanity, let's face it, and an incredibly important job. So yeah, fuck you for wasting my time.